Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly.
Hulk,
Jacques,
Hulk.
what's up, folks? Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is your way, man. Shout out to everybody watching as well. Again, here, welcome to Tennessee Titans Weekly. Hey, if you have not followed us, man, follow us now here on YouTube, of course. Follow us on Bleacher Report. We're the official Tennessee Titans podcast on Bleacher Report. Man, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on TikTok. Jacques, we're everywhere, bro.
We are.
Yes, we are, bro. So let's keep cooking about these Indianapolis Colts, man. The Tennessee Titans will face the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday, Jacques. Hey, man. First of all, bro, how are you doing, bro? You ready for the game? So I know you're going to the game Sunday. You ready for the
Oh,
game, bro?
yeah. You know I'm always ready, man. And those Colts games, man, seem to be live all the time. Something crazy happens every time I go to a Colts game. Like it's the most weirdest, craziest stuff, man. And I think for the past, cause I've been a season ticket holder on 5 seasons. I think I'm still a baby in this game, but I think it's 5 seasons. I've seen a lot of football, but
Yes, sir.
these games and the Bills games are the most interesting games, man, that I go to every year. Like it's just something always happen. I think it wasn't Hulk. I think you was at the game where the thing caught on fire. Was you
I
there?
was. Yeah, I was
Yes,
there.
and that was the Colts game,
That
wasn't
was a
it?
Colts game.
That was a Colts game. Yep,
Yep.
yep. I'll never
Yeah,
forget that.
man.
Yeah, it
Yep,
caught on
yep.
fire, man, and
Yeah.
that was a good game. That was good because we seen a bunch of people we knew, and it was a good little reunion, man. But
Yeah.
I'll be there. Hopefully, nothing crazy happens. Hopefully, it's just a normal thing. But
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. We'll see. It's
Yeah,
Colts hate week, as they say.
yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, man. For sure. So
Yeah.
cool, man. All right. So the Indianapolis Colts come to town, man. This is game 3 for us. Again, we lost our first 2 games, and now we're playing the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. The Indianapolis Colts. I was trying to check the line. I don't know if you've seen the line. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up now. As far as the Colts are actually a 3-point favorite over the Tennessee Titans this
Oh,
weekend.
3 points.
3-point favorite. Yes. So, Jacques. So the Indianapolis Colts, 2-0, the number 1 team in our division. I think Jacksonville's 1-1. Us and the Texans are 0-2. So the Colts are 1 at the moment. So for us to beat the Colts, it would be considered an upset. Again, they're the 3-point favorite. I think, pretty much everywhere around has the Titans losing against the Colts. Give us some reasons why we can actually upset the Colts, man. Tell us what you think, man.
Well, I'm gonna give you one reason on offense, defense, and it's something else. I'm gonna start here. Special teams. Our special teams, I'm gonna start there and then I'm gonna work my way to the left and right. Special teams, man, has been sneaky good this year for the Titans. It's the most unique thing. We haven't talked about special teams in almost a decade or so, man. When we had Mark Mariani returning kicks, and Baronis was one of the greatest field goal kicker in the league at the time. And special teams has put us in good territory actually in both games. The Denver game, it got us out of a hole, and the Rams game, it was a touchdown, but it was called back, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
I feel that special teams will play a contributing factor in this game. If it's not DK running a touchdown, or it's not special teams causing a turnover, or if it's more field goals. Special teams would be one part key of this game where it can make or break this game. Another way we can beat the Indianapolis Colts is I feel like Denard's going to dial up something because he talked about it this week about, hey, we're not getting to the quarterback. We're not getting enough pressure. We're not getting enough sacks. So that tells me in his mind, he's like, hey, I got to fix this. And what you want to do is you don't want to make Daniel Jones, as they're calling him, what do they call him? Indiana Jones, which is ironic. That's a hell of a name.
Oh, wow. No.
Indiana,
That's kind of slick,
Jones.
bro.
Yeah.
That's
Indiana
slick.
Jones. Indianapolis Jones.
Yep.
It's low key. It's pretty low
That
key
is slick.
nickname.
I
ain't gonna lie.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So they're making him look pretty decent. You have to get to him, disrupt him. They're the number 2 offense in the league right now. Okay, the Indianapolis Colts with Daniel Jones at the helm. All right, if you can get pressure on him and get him rattled early, you get him looking like the Giants. Indiana Jones, right? No pun intended. The Giants Jones, right? That's what you want Daniel Jones to look like when he played with the Giants. And if you can get pressure on him early, you probably have an opportunity on defense to create turnovers, which we've been able to create turnovers on defense as well. That's another stat that's been crazy. This is what our second game having an interception. When is the last time we've had back-to-back games with interceptions? So
Yeah,
he
that's
does. He will present that opportunity. He will give you an opportunity to throw an INT. Let's go to the offensive side of the ball. Offensive line has to block. Now, the good thing about the Colts defense, they are in the top 10. They are a top 10 defense. But at the same time, their pass rush doesn't scare me like it did with the Broncos and the Rams, right? The thing is, if you can give Cam enough time to go through his progressions and reads, we have a shot to get downfield and score. The thing is, I read a percentage of what the Titans do is we've started in plus territory this year more than most of the teams in the NFL. So that means we've been in our plus territory, but we have only come out with what 8 field goals and a touchdown.
yeah, yeah.
What are we doing now? I do feel like Cam is waking up. I do feel like A.O. Manor's waking up. But if we can get Calvin Ridley involved, you can start scoring more points. This Colts team to me is not a world beater, if that makes sense. They wasn't even a playoff team last year. They're a good team. They play us good all the time, but at the same time, you do have a shot. So special teams, defense, and offense, those 3 points that I've iterated is the way we can beat the Colts. It has to be. We don't have that one player that can take over a game right now. We had it when Derrick Henry was here. We knew for a fact he can go off anytime. But right now we don't. So we have to win as a conglomerate, and we have to win as a stack unit. What about you, Hawk?
Facts, no paper, man. Those are all great points. As far as us, as far as an upset, I think it's going to take us to beat the Colts. I think it's going to take every fiber in our being to beat the Colts. And I'd say that to say we have to play perfect football. And what does that mean? So Coach Callahan right now has to be continuing to tell his team, listen, we cannot afford penalties. We have to play penalty-free football against the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are not a heavily penalized team. The Colts, the first 2 games of the season, has played very well. Again, to your point, after the game on Monday, they were number 2 on offense. Right now, the Indianapolis Colts are the number 1 team on offense right now. Ain't that crazy? Mm-hmm. And the Titans are number 32. It's the total opposite, right? And on their defense, they're number 5 on defense. But, the Colts are what they're doing very well. They're playing very good football, and they're being very efficient. When you look at Jonathan Taylor running the ball, Jonathan Taylor ran all over us last year in the game that he almost had 200. I think I was 200 yards rushing in one of the games last year, and he's doing well this year at 236 yards rushing. But I think, man, one thing that we can do, I do think the Colts are a better football team. But to your point, I don't think they are world beaters. So I just think we got to keep the game even. Okay. When you think about the Denver Broncos, they beat the Broncos on a last second field goal, right? We were hanging with the Broncos as well. So I think that we can play some smash mouth football against the Colts, allowing them to have Daniel Jones to be at the forefront to say, hey, listen, we still got to believe you. I mean, 588 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions so far. Daniel Jones is throwing like a first round pick that he was drafted. But right now, I got to see it. And right now, I have to say, listen, I just think the Titans right now, we cannot allow ourselves to be beaten on our own situation. We cannot allow ourselves to be penalized. If we have even 5 penalties this game, we're going to lose. But if we keep it within 2 to 3 penalties this game, if we could play a clean football game, I do think the Tennessee Titans have a chance to beat the Indianapolis Colts. And I think on the other hand as well, too, man, when I look at the Colts defense, again, their defense is number 5 in the league. And a lot of that is based on their run defense. The Colts are doing a pretty good job in stopping the run, and their pass defense has been decent. But, Charvarius Ward he's supposed to be coming back. We'll see. If you look at the injury report on the Colts, you see Charvarius Ward. But to your point, I'm not really scared of their pass rush. So Latu is the guy that's coming back. He had full practice on Thursday. But outside of that, man, I'm not scared of the pass rush. So can we get our offense? Can we generate our offense enough to get Cam Ward the football out, have him throw more? Don't put him so much in a restrictive situation. Have him throw the ball. Trust in Cam Ward. Trust in him. And to get the ball to players like A-League, get the ball to Calvin Ridley. Get him to your playmakers out here. Get the ball in their hands right now, man. Now, I will say those guys, in particular Calvin Ridley's got to catch the football. He's got to catch the ball. Catch the damn ball. But I do think we have to allow Cam Ward right now. We got to say, listen, Cam, we got to get you on. We got to get the ball out your hands. We got to get the ball thrown in the air against the Colts. I don't think we're going to run against the Colts. I think their defense is going to stifle, but I think, we got to get the ball out. And I think we got to put the ball in Cam Ward's hand in order for us to win this football game.
Yeah. All right. How can we lose against the Colts?
Man. I think, man, I'm gonna tell you this, Jacques. You shared with me, man. I looked at the NFL Pro stuff, and I really looked at our team. I saw a lot of that stuff, Jacques. I mean, I think you're more positive about him than I am, Jacques. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. I think, bro, I don't think we're a good football team right now, bro. And I say that, I say that to say, man, when I look at the offensive line, right, we're 32 in the league in PFF rankings on our offensive line. That's pass and block, run block. Okay. Out of a grade of 100, we are a 5. A 5. Okay? We can lose simply on J.C. Latham not playing. J.C. Latham has to play. If he does not play, bless you. If he does not play, we are in trouble. You got players like Dan Moore that's underperforming. You got our offensive line. We got a Joku out there right now that's going to be probably our starter right now. I don't consider J.C. Latham playing. If you look at the injury report, J.C. Latham did not practice Wednesday and Thursday. He has a hip injury. It does not look good for us. The Colts are going to feed on that. They're going to know that. I really think right now, man, not Brian Callahan, Bill Callahan, the dad, is going to have to figure it out. You don't have Latham. There are teams out there who do not have their offensive linemen out there. We played the Rams. Their 2 guards weren't even out there. What are we going to do? Because we have not won a football game since Thanksgiving of last year. That's a long freaking time ago, November of last year. We have to find a way to either chip block or to get somebody to get the pressure off Cam Ward. If Cam Ward, who one of the leaders in getting sacked this season, and we lead the league in penalties, and most of it comes from our offensive line, if our offensive line don't get it fixed, they're going to beat the crap out of us. They're going to. We're confused. We got to get better in that regard. And on the other side, too, man, is this guy, T'Vondre Sweat. I saw T'Vondre Sweat yesterday, saw some film of him running. He doesn't look good right now. He's nursing an injury as well. T'Vondre Sweat, is dealing with an ankle injury. If he doesn't play, we're in trouble. They're going to try to run the ball down our throat, just like Jonathan Taylor did last year, with Sweat even on the field. I think that's going to be a problem for us. So I think the key for us, we got to get players out on the field. And if they're not playing, I hope we have a good contingency plan, man. So that's for me, man. What about you, Joe? How do you think the Titans could lose against the Colts?
Continue to be undisciplined. When you put yourselves in a positive situation where you're in plus yardage and you get a 15-yard penalty, that kills you, right? When I look at film, I look at it a little bit different than you, Hawk. I look at a team that I know is not good, but I'm looking for something positive that I can take away and be like, okay, hey, we need to work on this. He needs to work on that. This was a good rep versus this not being a good rep, vice versa. And when I look at the Titans, we've had a lot of plus yardage plays that just get called back on stupid penalties, like dumb stuff. And I can go back to the Broncos game. There was several penalties. We know the debacle that happened there. When you're in your plus territory, we on a 30-yard line, and all of a sudden we get a stupid false start penalty, a stupid one. And you're like, okay, that boxes back 15. All of a sudden you equal a sack into that. That kills drives. Those are drive killers.
Facts.
If we don't take advantage of what we have, we're going to continue to do what we do. And I noticed the lack of leadership on this team, not from the coaching staff, because the coaching staff can only do so much.
Facts.
I can execute and I can implement and I'm telling you, I'm coaching now. I can only do so much. I can teach you technique. I can teach you the proper way to play football. But if you're not giving the effort, if you don't want to be out there, I can't help you. Yeah. Same thing with this. Tell me right now, Hawk, if there's a leader on this team that can galvanize these guys, besides Cam Ward, who's a rookie, give me an actual leader on this team that you can really be like, okay, hey, he's the leader. He can galvanize this group and get this group going.
Yeah. Because if that's a question, I would say Jeffrey Simmons.
Besides him. Yeah, besides him. Any veterans that are stepping up,
no.
That includes Quandre Diggs.
It should be this guy. It should be Calvin Ridley.
You 100% right. Facts, no paper.
Yep.
But it's not. It's not. You're asking your young rookies who are more mature than your veterans to galvanize this team and get them going. And they're trying their best because, and again, I give them excuse. They're rookies and they're outperforming the veterans.
Right.
That's a shame. So when you don't have a lack of leadership to rile everybody back in and say, hey, let's go make a play. Let's go make a play. Let's do this. These past two games, I haven't seen that. On these past 2 games on the sideline, when I'm looking, everybody's chilling. Only person that's pissed off is Cam and Jeff. Those are the only 2 that's like, man, I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. That's what we lack is the leadership to get this ship turned back around. Brian Callahan is not a rah-rah guy. One thing I did respect about Vrabel, he's a rah-rah guy. He's going to be in your ass. This is what it is. And excuse my language. He's going to be on you. He's not playing. Yeah. And so if we continue to do what we do, drive killers, and there's no leaders that can step up, which I doubt there is, we're going to lose this game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you how you're going to lose this game. When you look at the body language in that second half of that Rams game, dejected. Everybody was dejected, and then you could tell their body language was done. Nobody really wanted to play. Nobody was tackling. So continue that, and you'll be 0-3, and you'll sit there, and everybody will trying to figure out what's best. Now, I will say, there's a positive out of this. You got Cam, who's the best player on his team. Him and Jeffrey, by far the best players on his team. You just have to build around them. That's all it is. I think that's the glimmer of hope at the end of the tunnel. It's like, oh, shoot, we got Cameron Ward. Got a hell of a quarterback. We just got to build around him. That's the only thing that sucks. And it sucks right now because we're in a rebuild. But, yeah, man, if we're going to lose, just continue to do what you do.
Yeah.
Play an undisciplined game. So,
yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. So, Jacques, I'm going to ask you 2 questions all in one.
Okay.
All right. Normally, we'll ask individually on Titans and Colts. Give me, who do you feel who could have a big game for the Titans against the Colts? And who do you feel from the Colts will have a big game versus the Titans?
Man. I'm going to go Cam. I know it's I mean, the reason why I say Cam is you can tell he's starting to catch his wind. He's starting to get hot. He threw his first touchdown pass last week, and he hasn't thrown an interception. Like, he's the first rookie quarterback, number 1 pick that hasn't thrown an interception in his first two games, which is amazing. So I feel like he's going to continue that. And you're going up against a defense that's zone heavy, and he knows how to attack zone very well. So just look out for Cam. Right. From the Colts side, I'm looking at Jonathan Taylor. If T Sweat don't play, Jonathan's about to run. He's about to run amok. You see what Blake Corman was able to do?
Yep.
JT's going to finish that off. And so for some reason, the Titans defense has been able to stop the run. But I'm just going to say JT. JT going to get off, man. What about you?
Man, facts, no papers, Jacques. I totally agree with you on that, man. So I think, man, for me, man, for the Tennessee Titans, I think one guy that could have a really good game because they still don't know him yet. And I don't know if he'll get 100 yards, his first 100-yard game. I'm going to say Alec Ayamaner, man. I think Alec can have an opportunity to, it's clear. And I've been saying this for so long. I said, Cam, trust Ayamaner. I said that when I saw him in practice. I said, hey, he trusts him, bro. And Cam said that this week. He's like, I trust him. He said that verbatim. He's like, and it's not so much that Ayamaner separates from the DB. He just makes tough catches, right? When you throw it in his area, he catches the ball. Like what I seen him say, he catches the ball. He uses his size extremely well. He's very unique in that regard. He's going to get the ball. I expect Ayamaner to have a great game against the Colts. I think defensively, man, so this guy, man, so I'm going to talk a little bit about this guy, man, Zaire Franklin, man, the linebacker. He did say a lot about Cam Ward. When you see him on defense, though, man, this guy moves around, man. He plays in the middle, and he even had this to say after he saw this play, man.
Second quarter, Ward looking, looping out of trouble, trying to set up receivers. He's going to throw against his body to the end zone. Caught, touchdown.
All right, so he said this is his interview.
I mean, I hope he throws that play again. Like, it wasn't a good throw. But, I mean, he's a talented player. So, like I said, he can make all those throws. His arm angle, obviously, is exceptional. He's got a zip in the ball. Like I said, he's a number 1 overall pick for a reason. I was a fan of him when he was in.
So I say that to say he's going to have a chip on his shoulder because Jarvis Brownlee talked about him, and other people was like, man, you being a clown, bro. So I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. I think you need to watch out for number 44. He's a very talented linebacker. Hey, first of all, Zaire, I disagree with you, sir. That was a hell of a throw by Cam. That was the best play of the week, by the way. And that's what Cam Ward does, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Was it voted the best player of the week?
I'm not sure. That's a good.
Okay.
That's just. I would anticipate if it was, it probably would be. You know what I'm saying? It was a hell of a play. It was to me the best player today, man. So yeah.
That was a hard, like, again, we don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
But to see it in person, I'm telling you, I'm at the game. I'm like, he's wide open, and he threw it. I'm like, dude, you are insane. You're crazy. But the way he threw it, the way it fell, the way the ball just was right there, it's crazy. I'm gonna go back to something real quick.
Yes, sir.
Me and you, players of the games for the Titans are rookies. Think about what me and you just said. They're
That's right,
rookies.
brother. That's right.
They're rookies. They're rookies. So again, we see it. It's like, that's. I just wanted to call you out on that.
That is
I'm
interesting.
Like, we just said rookies. We didn't say. And when is the last time we did that, Hawk? I can't recall.
Yeah. We haven't had to have rookies to play this much early.
That's true.
Not that many rookies, right?
Yeah.
This many rookies. We haven't.
Yeah.
But we ain't got no choice. We don't have a lot of talent, especially on offense. So these rookies are headed. Hey, I'm here. I gotta play. And then I'll tell you this. I don't think this has been said out at all, but they're saying that Bryce Oliver might be out. So don't be surprised if Restrepo, some other rookie receiver, might get onto the roster this week. You know what I'm saying? So
let me tell you that if Restrepo gets on this roster and him and Cam get the clicking, I'm not saying it's going to happen. You might as well trade everybody else. I'm sorry, because at that point you just save that money to bring it. Because what's going to happen in the offseason, people are going to see this team and they're going to be like, they got talent, they got young talent, they got so much young talent. I want to come be a part of that. I'm going to be a part of that. So Calvin better get it going this game. I'm telling you, dude. Because if he doesn't, Hawk, we might have to have a conversation, man. I Jag fans, and I can't stand the Jags, but at the same time, I understand your pain.
Gotcha, man. For sure. So, all right, y'all. Well, listen, folks, we want to say thank you all for watching the show as always, man. Hey, if you have not followed us, man, do that now, man. Hit the subscribe button as well, man. Follow us here on YouTube, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Follow us on TikTok, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Follow us on Bleacher Report. Just download the app. Follow the Tennessee Titans. You'll see us, man. We have daily shows on there as well, too, man. Follow us on Instagram. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We have audio podcasts. We're all over the web, man. We're out there, Jacques.
Yep. When you follow those entities, cut your notification bells on. It'll let you know when we post any new content or when we go live, right? And again, as I say, man, I appreciate the Weekly family, man, for sticking with us, hanging with us, man, supporting us. Like, if you're new to the Weekly family, welcome. If you're an OG of the Weekly family, welcome back. And we appreciate you, man. So, Hawk, as I do every show, man, take us home, bro.
Yes, sir. We'll have a great rest of your week, y'all. Hey, we got the Colts. It's Colts week, as Jacques say, man. Let's get it in, man. As we always say, folks, facts.
No paper.